Hey everyone, if you work in tech or coding, you know that success isn't just about writing great code. It's about making sure people see your work, making sure you get credit, and choosing the tasks that matter most, and knowing where to put your maximum effort. Have you ever felt sidelined? Have you delivered exceptional work only to watch someone else get the credit or the promotion? If you have ever wondered why your hard work isn't translating into the career growth you deserve, you might have behavioral blind spots that are costing you. We're going to explore these blind spots using a surprising yet superhuman way to look at it, the way you approach your own birthday. Why the birthday? Because each of the 4 distinct patterns we have identified shows us the automatic way we handle attention, asking for credit, and dealing with risk. We're not saying that these personal patterns automatically map onto your professional life or that they will cause setbacks. However, if you do recognize these patterns or behaviors in yourself, whether knowingly or unknowingly, we want you to observe and decide, are they powerfully influencing how you fare, fight, and win in your career? We aren't here to label you. We're here to help you see patterns that may be holding you back so you can choose a new, more successful strategy. By the way, these 4 archetype names are ones we created to make this conversation clear. But if you're curious about the deeper psychology, the actual studies on impression management and organizational political skill, we have linked all the academic sources for you down in the description below. Now, let's look at the first pattern. When your birthday rolls around, your reaction is typically, it's just another day. You might quietly take the day off or just come in and hope no one makes a fuss. You genuinely believe the quiet, high-quality work that you do is celebration enough. You value substance over spectacle. Now, if that resonates, then you are likely the contributor in the workplace. You are the rock of the team, the one who writes the beautiful, clean code, fixes the technical debt, and prioritizes mastery and quality above all else. You believe deeply that good work speaks for itself. But here's the consequence. In a corporate setting, silent contributions are often ignored contributions. Your core trait to watch out for is silent contribution. Your deep technical depth is your superpower, but you risk being chronically overlooked for promotions and high visibility projects. You need to manage your visibility, or someone else will benefit from the successful launch your code powered. Our second pattern views their birthday as my week to shine. You plan, you organize, you announce it. You're comfortable being the center of attention, and you understand that if you want a great day, you have to be the one to design and publicize it. You value impact and external validation. In the office, you are the navigator. You are excellent at meetings, presentations, and communication. You strategically prioritize tasks that have maximum perceived value to leadership. You are the first to announce project success and the last to leave the room until you have ensured everyone knows your part. Your superpower is visibility, but your risk is neglecting the quality that backs up the presentation. Your core trait to watch out for is the hype cycle. You risk becoming known as the person who is great at talking about work, but less great at doing the deep, tedious, necessary work. Be mindful of prioritizing the spotlight over technical depth, or you risk losing the respect of your contributor colleagues. Next, we have a pattern rooted in learned experience. When it's your birthday, you actively suppress any hope of celebration. You might even dread it. This often comes from past experiences when you put yourself out there and the responses were silence, maybe nobody showed up to a party you planned, or maybe your family just seemed too busy to notice. You've learned to value safety over vulnerability. In your professional life, you tend to fall back on the shield strategy. Your behavior is driven by a deep fear of professional vulnerability. You're highly competent, but you actively avoid high visibility tasks, presenting your work or advocating for a raise because the potential for being ignored or receiving negative feedback feels too painful. You prefer roles where you can be essential but unseen. The consequence here is the most severe form of career stagnation. You aren't just overlooked, you're actively self-sabotaging your growth out of fear. Your core trait to watch out for is proactive avoidance. You are prioritizing safety over opportunity. You will remain undercompensated not because your work is poor, but because your fear prevents you from engaging in the career-building activities necessary for growth. Our final pattern is highly strategic. They view their birthday through a lens of ROI, or return on investment. They will plan a big celebration only if the social gain is high and the effort is low. If the timing is bad, they skip it. Their approach is purely transactional and efficient. This is the opportunist in the office. You are a master of managing your energy. You skip the tedious internal meetings and low-impact tasks, but you show up with enthusiasm for the one-off project that the VP will see. You're great at managing up, ensuring you are visible and your time is spent where the recognition is highest. While your efficiency can lead to rapid success, the trouble is, you can wear out your teammates and your work might feel a little thin. Your core trait to watch out for is selective engagement. You risk alienating your peers, particularly the contributors. Your prioritization of quick, visible wins can lead to a career full of impressive bullet points, but lack a deep, sustainable influence. So what's the takeaway? No one is a single archetype. We all have elements of each. But understanding your dominant pattern, the one reflected in your personal approach to visibility, is the crucial first step. In today's corporate world, where speed meets complexity, the most successful corporate survivor is the one who learns to integrate the best of these styles. They must be the contributor in the code, prioritizing depth, quality, and mastery, and the navigator in the meeting room, prioritizing influence, communication, and strategic self-advocacy. Remember the last bit about strategic self-advocacy. That's more important than ever. You should be skilled enough to detect whether the organization you work for truly has your back. Take a moment to reflect. Which pattern's risk are you currently running? And what is the one thing you can do this week to bring a little more navigator visibility to your contributor? Let me know in the comments below, and if you found this insightful, hit that like button and subscribe.